All right, step 2 is going to be to go to openweathermap.org. This is a user-supported site that allows us to use a free weather map API, application programming interface. Basically, they are providing some servers out on the internet that we can connect to, and we can make a request and it will send us back some information. In this case, it's going to send us back weather information. In order to use it, we have to create an account. So when you log in here, you might see something slightly different because I already have an account. I'm going to try and create a second account to see if I can do it to guide you through it. And we'll go ahead and accept their cookies there. I want to go up here. You may have a sign up link. It doesn't have that up here for me because I've been here before. But when I go here, I'm going to say create an account so I can step you through it. So username. I'm going to use my school email because I think I used my other one. And then I will use the same thing. Name. Then I will create a password. I say that I'm 16 years old and over. You guys are juniors and seniors, so I think that should be everybody. If there's a problem, I may have to get a key for you because in order to use this service, we have to log in here and create an account and get a key to authenticate to them. And it says you have to be 16. So if that's a problem for anybody, get a hold of me. So agree to their privacy policy and that we're over 16 years old and hit create account. Oh, how will you use your API? And I am going to use it for education. And do we see education science right there? We'll hit save. I'll go ahead and save that password. All right. Once we have logged in, you should be able to go up here and click on your username. Of course, it's not coming up for me. Why not? We need to get our API keys. There we go. So from this main screen, let's go over here to API. We'll click on the API. This takes us to all the APIs that they offer, all the programming interfaces they offer. We're going to be using this one that has current weather data. It allows us to access current weather data for any location, including over 200,000 cities. Okay, and it's going to return information back to us in this format called JSON, which is JavaScript object notation, and I'll teach you about that as we go. But once we're here, so these are all the different services we can get. Some of them cost money, some of them are free. We're using obviously free things. And a lot of times they're free unless you make over a certain number of requests per day. So if I make, I don't know, 10,000 requests a day, they're probably going to be okay with it. If I write an application, put it out on the internet, and people are making 500,000 requests a day, they're going to shut off the key unless you've actually paid a subscription for your key to allow all those requests. So for what we're doing, the free level is more than enough to get what we need. Let's go up here to our account and we'll click on it. And right down here, the second link down says My API Keys. Now, a key is nothing more than a way to authenticate yourself. So you can see my key here. Don't use my key. You need to use your key. If you use my key and we all use it at the same time, we're probably going to use up the requests. So I know you saw it there. It's not highly secure. I can change it or delete it at any time. So just don't screw with it. Get your key. Go in here, My API Keys, and then just come over here and you can click this button to copy it to your clipboard, or you can copy it. Right click, copy it. And we'll use that. It's basically a number that lets us put it in our code and it basically identifies as says, hey, that's that guy that signed up the other day, and he's allowed to use the service, right? So we can't make a request to the server without having the key, just like you can't get in your house if you don't have the key. So let's go over to current weather data and look at the docs. So it tells us kind of what we have to do to access and call this API key. We have to go to this address, api.openweathermap.org/data/2.5/weather. Actually, we don't want to use city name. Let's go down. I mean, you could use city name, but we're going to do, they got city ID. Here's one by geographic coordinates. So if we were writing an app to use on a mobile phone that had a GPS in it, we could automatically get our latitude and longitude from the API for the phone. That would give us a latitude and longitude, and we could look up for the weather for where we're at. But we're not doing that. Here's the one we want, by zip code. Okay. So we're going to need this information right here. We're going to put in zip equals. So if you look at this, this is an internet address followed by a question mark and then some options. We have to stick in the zip code, a comma, then the country code, followed by an and sign, and then app ID is where we're going to stick our API key. Okay. So that's the format we're going to use. Now, how do we test this? We want to write a piece of software to get to it, but it would be nice to test it first. That's where Postman comes in, and that's what we'll do in the next video. We'll take this, substitute our values and our API key and country code, and this is the details of how that works, and I will show that to you in the next video. We'll use Postman to test this API.